Aloha everyone. We're excited to be kicking off season 2 of our Meet the Makers series in partnership with Hawaiian Airlines, Bank of Hawaii World Elite MasterCard. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to come back at 5 o'clock. Hawaii time will be going live. Aloha. Aloha everyone, mahalo for joining us today. Welcome to our first Meet the Makers virtual event of Season 2 in partnership with our friends at Hawaiian Airlines Bank of Hawaii World Elite MasterCard. We hope you enjoyed playing some trivia during our pre-show, and we're about to learn so much more during today's experience with Pono Potions. I'm your host, Melly James, co-founder of Mana Up, a local accelerator program to help Hawaii businesses grow and scale to global markets. We also have a shop, House of Mana Up, here on Oahu, where you can find the products made by these entrepreneurs who participated in our program. Today, I'll be joined by Peter Hessler, Native Hawaiian founder and master mixologist behind Pono Potions for a fun summer Pau Hana. This is Hawaii's take on a happy hour. All right, here you go. Aloha, Peter.
Aloha, Melly. Thanks for coming down today.
Yeah, thanks for having me here. This is like the most gorgeous shop ever.
Thank you so much.
I could like put a little bed in the corner and just like hang out here and make this like my lounge.
Yeah, move in. We're happy to have you.
Awesome. So I'd love to hear a little bit more about Pono Potions and why you started it.
Yeah, so Pono Potions is an all-natural syrup company utilizing the fresh and natural ingredients grown right here in Hawaii. And I really wanted to start it first as a Native Hawaiian to actually have a syrup represent all the cool things we grow here. And also I just love cocktails, I love coffee, and I did work as a mixologist for many years and as a chef. So this was a great way to share my experience and also incorporate our culture here in Hawaii.
So where were you a mixologist?
Yeah, all over town really. I started in Portland, Oregon, but most recently I was at Moku Kitchen here in Kaka'ako in Honolulu.
So you mentioned you're Native Hawaiian and you were frustrated that there were so many not local ingredients being utilized in our tropical cocktails, and you were at these great establishments but utilizing other things. Can you share a little bit more about that experience?
Absolutely, yeah. So here in Hawaii, I did notice that everyone was using one of maybe 2 or 3 national mainland brands. So I definitely thought there was an opportunity to create something truly unique, more flavorful, and really captured what we do here in Hawaii. So like I said at Moku Kitchen, they had a great bar program and a great chef. So I was able to create a lot of their cocktail mixes and syrups. So that's kind of how I got the idea. Also going to all these great coffee shops here in Hawaii, if they couldn't make the syrups themselves, like I said, they would import all their syrups from the continent. And we don't like to do that here in Hawaii. We like to make things here, grow things here, and really support our community and fellow entrepreneurs as well.
Absolutely. I know we're going to be learning more about the great ingredients that you're incorporating into the syrups and just how much better the cocktails are. And I'm sure I'm going to have a first-hand experience while we get to taste some of these cocktails today.
Absolutely.
But can you share a little bit more about the evolution of the company? So you wanted to create better syrups for coffees, cocktails, and then what happened?
Yeah, it's been a long journey. We did just start in 2019, but so much has happened since I launched Pono Potions. At the time, I was still a college student actually and bartending at Moku Kitchen. And I really wanted to create something for myself, my own business. And so I just started with a few flavors of syrups and marketed it towards coffee shops. We had a few large clients like Kai Coffee here in Waikiki, which is still one of our favorite clients. And then it really blew up during the pandemic, surprisingly. Mm-hmm. We started marketing our syrups to make fun cocktails with at home. We got into more retail stores and packaging our syrups smaller. And
people were really taking on the home crafted cocktails during the pandemic. So that was like perfect timing.
Yes.
I mean, unfortunate, but some silver lining. Yes.
Some silver lining. We could drink at home a lot more often.
And be reminded of Hawaii.
Exactly. So that's really how the syrup company started. And just last year in 2021, we opened up our flagship location here called Po'ai by Pono Potions, where we make all of our syrups, and we can also craft espresso drinks and lemonades and mocktails so people can try them out as well.
That's wonderful. So Po'ai's been around for about a year?
Yes, we actually just had our first anniversary.
And we're in the heart of Chinatown. It's kind of the hip area of Oahu, like right next to downtown.
Yeah, right next to downtown. It's up and coming. There's so many diverse businesses around here, which is why we love it.
Well, I love the space here with the exposed brick, and you're also supporting lots of other local entrepreneurs in the store. You've got vintage Aloha shirts, and I see other Mana Up companies in here as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
so actually part of Po'ai, we wanted to incorporate some of our friends who make really amazing handcrafted goods here in Hawaii. And my partner, Michael, who I partnered with for Po'ai, he curates an amazing collection of local designers, artisans, jewelers, things like that. So it's your one-stop shopping besides the House of Mana Up in Waikiki.
Of course, thank you. Well, it looks beautiful, and I know people are itching to start trying some drinks, so we're gonna keep moving.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, for all of you tuning in live, we have a special treat for you. Enter our giveaway during today's event, and you'll have 5 times the entries for a chance to win the ultimate Hawaii Pau Hana set, which includes 3 Pono Potions syrups, a shaker, spoon, and lauhala tote, valued at over $110. To enter, click the link we post in the comment section below or scan the QR code here, and we will announce the winner at the end of the show. So be sure to tune in. Must be quote unquote present to win. So please stay tuned in. All right. So I know that like we talked a little bit more about your early days in mixology, and you were also a UH student. Can you share a little bit more on just kind of some of the cocktails and your kind of product development? How do you develop out these syrup flavors, and how do you develop out your cocktails?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I always start with things that we think of Hawaii, but also ingredients that we love to use here that maybe people don't expect. So our most popular syrup is our macadamia nut syrup. And of course, people think of macadamia nuts when they think about Hawaii. But we really like to use them in different ways by creating this amazing syrup out of them that you can use for coffee, but also as a cocktail syrup, like a classic orgeat made with macadamia nuts.
Well, all right. Well, let's see our first video, seeing more on these great ingredients.
I started Pono Potions because I always wanted my own business in the food and beverage industry after working for years as a cook and a bartender. And Pono Potions was a great way to incorporate my love for mixology, coffee drinks, as well as all the beautiful ingredients grown right here in Hawaii. I source local ingredients because it's so important for us as an island here in Hawaii to support other entrepreneurs and our agriculture here. Also, being of Native Hawaiian descent, it's imperative that we use ingredients grown in Hawaii, and also ingredients that incorporate our past and also looking ahead to the future. We work with many farms across all Hawaiian Islands, but some of our main purveyors and suppliers include Ali'i Farms, where we get our lavender in Maui. We get our macadamia nuts from Hawaii Island. We get them from Mac Farms and Hamakua Farms. We also work with Aluan Farms right here on Oahu to get our ginger and olena. We use all natural ingredients in our products because we believe it tastes better in the finished product without any artificial chemicals or preservatives, so people can really taste the natural flavors of Hawaii.
Wow, that was incredible. Just that quick tour around the islands and where you're sourcing those local ingredients. I saw Island Harvest. We're on the Big Island with the macadamia nut farm. That's awesome.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we love working with local farms here on Oahu, but also around the islands as well.
Yeah, so beautiful. And I know we've got people tuning in from all over the country. People are putting in the comments from San Francisco, from Indiana, Massachusetts. So please continue sharing with where you're coming in from. And all right, so now that we've gotten a sneak peek behind the local sourcing you do to craft your syrups, I'm excited to shake up our first drink. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, so we decided to start you off today with an espresso drink since we are at Po'ai where we make all of our amazing lattes. So this one doesn't have alcohol. But
what? It's called a colada.
We wanted to give you an upper before a downer.
Okay, that makes sense.
So this is inspired by a classic pina colada, but with a little bit of a twist. This was actually created by one of my amazing baristas here as well. Using 2 of our syrups, our Olena pineapple syrup, which has locally grown turmeric in it, as well as our Ko'olau coconut syrup. So yeah, let's just get started.
All right, well, I know you guys can all see the ingredients on the screen. And I love colada anything, so I'm really excited to try this. Thank you, Peter.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right.
So this is also one of the drinks you can order at Po'ai any day of the week.
What day is it? Is it Monday through Friday you're open? What are your hours?
We are open Tuesday through Sunday, 7:30 to 4 p.m.
All right, 7:30 coladas, got it.
7:30 coladas, you got it. So I'm just starting with our espresso here, and then we're gonna add our syrups. This is our coconut syrup. So we just use a small amount of our syrups because they are very condensed with a lot of flavor. And then we're gonna add our Olena pineapple syrup, which has the turmeric and pineapple in it. So we always recommend people just use about a half an ounce of our syrup so it doesn't overpower it.
So what's the difference between the two sizes of syrups? It's just a different size?
Just a different size.
Okay, got it.
And now we're gonna add some coconut milk to kind of give you that colada experience as well. And we're also gonna do a squeeze of lime. I really like citrus in coffee, and that's definitely trending right now, is to do, I've seen like espresso with orange juice and lemon and lime, but
what does it do? Does it just bring out different flavors of the coffee?
It does. It makes the espresso a little bit brighter, and instead of thinking about like really dark, heavy espresso, it definitely lightens it up. Okay, so now we're gonna shake this with some ice. And the citrus in the espresso and the coconut milk make it super frothy. So I like this one too.
The next shake, you're gonna have to do your shake face.
I'm out
Does
of
everybody
practice.
have their own like shake?
Oh, for sure,
Like
for
it's
sure.
like a signature shake. All right.
All over town,
We'll have to like focus in on your face.
Okay, so that's nice and frothy. I'm gonna just add some ice.
So how many drinks do you have on the menu here?
We have about 6 signature espresso drinks, and then we also feature a different flavor of lemonade every day with one of our syrups.
Okay.
Some of the favorites are Olena pineapple lemonade, also our Molokai hibiscus lemonade. So let's give this a try. This is our Kulia Colada.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers, Melly.
I love that. You're right. The citrus really makes it lighter. It doesn't
Yes.
have that heaviness. It kind of, the finish kind of uplifts you a little bit. It's got that nice acidity.
Exactly. It's like the
Yeah.
perfect midday coffee. It'll get you ready for all your meetings.
All right. Well, it's a little dangerous, but yes, I love it. So, you know, when you're really looking at the farms that you're working with, I know you're doing so many different collaborations. Do you kind of utilize some of that storytelling or place-based knowledge into crafting some of these cocktails and the names of the cocktails? Do all of them tell a little bit of a story?
Absolutely. We always look at the farms we work with and kind of their story as well. So for example, one of my favorite drinks on our Po'ai menu is the Laie Spritz, because we get the vanilla beans from a farmer in Laie. Laie Vanilla Company, which we love to use, and it's just so flavorful, and he's doing amazing things out there. Yeah, other farms like Ali'i Kula Lavender on Maui, we love partnering with. They have just the best, most fragrant lavender to use in your cocktails.
So speaking of which, didn't you just debut a new syrup with us, which we'll be using later in the show, right?
Yes, we sure did. We have a
right.
new seasonal limited release syrup. It's a honey lily koi syrup. And you can get it on houseofmanaup.com before anyone else.
All right. Well, I know if any of you purchased your set or you're about to purchase your set, you will have the new syrup in that.
Yes.
So be sure to grab one if you haven't already. All right. Well, let's cut to the next video about how Pono Potions makes syrups in-house.
Fun. Once we source all our natural raw ingredients from Hawaii, we incorporate them into all our flavored syrups. So we combine them with a combination of raw cane sugar and sea salt and steep these ingredients so we can extract the natural flavor from them so you can enjoy it in your coffee and cocktails. We handcraft all of our syrups right here in Chinatown in our main retail location, Po'ai by Pono Potions, at 1119 Smith Street. Ingredients go from farm to bottle, first of all by getting amazing local produce from our Hawaii farmers, and then once we have them, we extract all their flavor by boiling the syrups with a combination of raw sugar, sea salt, and letting them steep for a couple of hours. And then we bottle all the syrups hot so they preserve their freshness and flavor. You can incorporate our products in so many ways, from your morning coffee to lemonades, soda water. You can even use it for cooking and baking by substituting it for some sugar or a flavored extract. We recommend by starting with just a teaspoon to a tablespoon in all of your beverages to try it out and kind of experience the flavors, and then you can really branch out and experiment from there. We opened Po'ai really as a showcase for our syrups, so we're able to make everything on site as well as incorporate them into all of our coffee and tea beverages. And we also wanted this space to be more of a community space to show people what Hawaii is all about and some of the amazing crafters and artists we have right here on Oahu. So Po'ai, we have about 12 local businesses showcasing their handmade goods, as well as a full coffee bar and cafe. Po'ai in Hawaiian means circle, so we really wanted to incorporate the circle theme by using the coffee stain logo, kind of the stain your cup leaves when you have a cup of coffee. And also we wanted it to represent kind of our future as a company. Of course, with a name like Pono Potions, we look a lot to our past and how we can be more at one with our environment. And Po'ai really represents where we're going with our future, with being involved with the community and also as a company itself to give back.
I love that. I love that you make all the syrups in-house here. It must be so fun.
It is really fun. It gets really hot and sticky sometimes, but we have a great team and we're just excited to be able to do that.
So you mentioned earlier you're expanding Po'ai.
Yes.
And so can you share more about what's happening?
Yes, so yeah, thank you for announcing that, Melly.
Oh yes, you heard it here first. He's expanding Po'ai. No one in the world has heard it until just this moment.
Just now. So yeah, everyone's in the loop now. We are expanding Po'ai into the space next door so we can have more food and also just a larger space for more community events, workshops, so everyone can kind of be more of a part of Pono Potions.
And then people can also see you folks making the syrup, so it'll be almost like kind of factory-esque.
Absolutely, yeah. So we're gonna have front seating area, but the whole production area will be exposed as well. So you can kind of get an inside look on everything we do here.
Well, that's really exciting. When are you hoping to open those doors?
We're gonna plan on opening those doors in September, so come on down.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so you showed us, how to make that incredible latte, which just had that beautiful balance. I loved it. I'd never had citrus in my coffee, so that's going to be a thing now.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to see what we're shaking up next. And I hear this one is a cocktail with alcohol, so I'm extra stoked. All right, so what are we making, Peter?
Yeah, so now we are making our Lilikoi martini, and it's not just any type of martini because we're including some brewed black tea. Get it?
Whoa, so I'm doing a double caffeine at like this time of day? Oh, I'm gonna be up all night, great.
But we'll balance it with some nice local vodka for you.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
You're welcome, you're welcome. So this does include our brand new syrup, the honey lilikoi syrup that we sent out to your Mana Up customers. And let's get started.
Okay, well, as Peter's getting ready, I wanna also remind everyone that if you haven't, we will be doing our big giveaway today. So we're still accepting entries for our giveaway for the ultimate Hawaii Pau Hana set, which includes 3 Pono Potion syrups, a shaker, spoon, and this beautiful Lauhala tote valued at $110. So be sure to enter before it's too late. Click the link in the comment section and we'll announce the lucky winner at the end of today's event live. All right, so Peter, back to the cocktail.
Back to the cocktail, serious business. So this is our honey lilikoi syrup. Has this really nice orange color from the honey and the lilikoi. So I'm making a double for you and I because you can't drink alone. I just did 1 ounce of the honey lilikoi syrup, and now we're gonna have some fresh lemon juice. I love using fresh lemon juice rather than like bottled stuff. It just has a great flavor and adds to the martini. So we're gonna do equal parts syrup to lemon juice to balance it out.
Got it. So you were squeezing lemons earlier.
I was. I'm exhausted. Okay, so we have our syrup, lemon juice, and now I have this brewed black tea. Of course, you can just use brewed black tea bags, or if you have iced tea on hand, even bottled iced tea would work. And we are going to add 2 ounces of this. There it goes.
So brewed black tea, not any kind of like Earl Grey or anything, just like a straight black tea.
I like doing straight black tea for this because it doesn't have a lot of herbal flavors to compete with the syrup. Yeah, and now we have some vodka. And if you're just making this for yourself, probably 1.5 ounces, but we'll do a double with 3 ounces.
And where's Pau vodka from?
They are on Maui. I love Pau vodka. It's actually distilled from pineapples.
Oh,
and
wow.
they have a beautiful pineapple field on Maui.
So are all of these cocktails available at Po'ai?
Unfortunately, not yet, but if you knock on the doors after hours, we may be able to shake you something.
Turns into a speakeasy.
But with our
Just kidding.
With our space next door, we would love to eventually offer cocktails and also host cocktail workshops where you can be hands-on with making them.
I love that.
So we'll give this a little shake now.
Okay, was that your shake? Was that your signature shake?
I wouldn't say that was my signature shake.
Okay, the last cocktail, you have to do your signature shake.
Okay. Okay, so we'll pour these up for us. This also gets, a nice froth on the top from the citrus of the lilikoi working with the lemon juice to create that nice froth. Okay, and I'm just gonna garnish this with a slice of lemon.
How do you know what kind of glass to put it in? Is it just your preference or?
Definitely your preference. So this could be served on the rocks, topped with a little soda water. You could also make it a mocktail, obviously by omitting the vodka. But classic martinis are served up. This is a coupe glass, or you can do the classic martini glass, which just means all the ice is strained out, so easier drinking.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, so let's try these, Melly.
Okay.
Careful, very full, and I'm shaking.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
It's nice. It's got like a sweetness, but not over the top.
Yes.
It's really clean because I think it's that the iced tea or the tea is kind of cutting through as well.
Exactly, yeah, that added element.
Yeah, because it would be kind of drying without the other ingredients, but with all of them together, it creates that really nice balance.
Yeah, it's kind of like an adult plantation iced tea.
I'll be ordering this at lunch.
Sounds good.
Well, this has been really fun. So can you share a little bit more about your experience with our Mana Up program?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm lucky enough to be part of cohort 6, the last cohort you did. And it was just an amazing experience for 6 months. My favorite part was just being able to network with the other entrepreneurs. It's so rare to have a group of people who are going through the same experiences as you, have the same questions and problems as you, and you guys just gave great resource to answer all of those problems.
Thank you.
Not to mention really fun Pau Hanas.
Yes, and that was very much thanks to you, a lot of evenings. So thank you, Peter.
Oh, you're welcome.
Well, we loved having you and so excited to see how much your company has grown, even again, just this past year and just all the other great things you're doing here in Hawaii. So
thank you, Melly.
All right, so thank you, Peter, for taking us behind the bar and showing us how to shake up those easy Hawaii-inspired drinks. Now, are you ready to answer some questions from our viewers today?
Absolutely.
All right,
Bring 'em on.
but I think we might have a secret special guest coming. All right,
Sounds good.
I would love to celebrate. I know you're going to be making a special bonus drink, but I want to introduce a new guest, a secret guest that we have here, and he's going to join us. This is one part of our partners with Hawaiian Airlines. We have Bryson Tolentino with Hawaiian Airlines. Welcome, Bryson. We're excited to have you join us. All right, good to see you. Yeah, thank you.
Good to see you.
Thanks so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, so can you tell us a little bit about what you do in Hawaiian Airlines?
Yeah, so I work on the card and travel products team where I manage the local dining and retail partnerships through our Hawaiian Miles Marketplace program. And just like you already know and many of our viewers know, you can earn 2 bonus miles per dollar spent when using your Hawaiian Airlines Bank of Hawaii World Limit MasterCard on your HouseManaUp.com purchases.
That's right. Get those miles in, people.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I can't believe we launched our Meet the Maker series last year. We're already in season 2 already.
I can't believe it either. I mean, I was looking forward to this season just like how I look forward to the next season of my favorite Netflix show.
Well, you know, do you know which show you're looking forward to the best?
You know, when I first saw the lineup, if I could just describe it in a single emoji, it would be that flame emoji, because this lineup is really hot. I mean, I'm not just saying that because we have high spices in episode 3.
Well, I'm hot too.
Of course. I'm sweating just being here next to you. You know, I think there's really a little bit of everything that there's something for everyone to enjoy this season. So really looking forward to the next episodes.
Well, I am too. I think we've got cocktails, we've got hot sauce, we've got all the good stuff. So really excited that we're able to do season 2. So thanks again, Bryson, with you and your team.
It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, well, mahalo for joining us for our bonus drink segment. I know this won't be the last we see of you. I can't wait for you to join us as my co-host for season 2. So you guys, you're meeting Bryson today, but Bryson's going to be back and my co-host for season 2. So thank you. Excited. All right, we'll have to coordinate outfits and stuff. So what are we having here, Peter?
Okay,
our
bonus
drink.
cocktail. We can't let Bryson be thirsty. So this has our Molokai hibiscus syrup, which is my favorite for making cocktails. It's really tart, it's a little bit fruity. It has a great color as well to make these pinkish cocktails. Okay, so I'll just fill that with ice.
So which syrup is in this one?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's where the pink color comes from?
Yeah. And we actually get the hibiscus dried from Molokai. And they have such a beautiful flavor, which I don't think people associate with hibiscus. But yeah, it's really delicious.
So why does the Molokai hibiscus have like a distinct hibiscus flavor, or you think?
It does. It's also sun-dried. So they sun-dry the hibiscus there, and it just, it's like the perfect amount of sweet and tart and floral all at the same time. So really just
more bonus.
We're going to top it off with some champagne. Because you know
are you
we're
ready for this,
celebrating.
Bryson?
This is exactly what I need on 6 p.m. on a Wednesday.
Obviously, every day actually.
Every day. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I just combined the hibiscus syrup, vodka again, some mint, so it kind of has a mojito vibe, and some fresh lime juice. And instead of using soda water or club soda to top it off, we're going to use some champagne.
Clearly.
Why not?
Okay.
Cool. We'll just mix these up a little bit.
So all of these syrups are available at House of Mana Up, and of course, if you can come into Pau'i and buy them. And do you have recipes?
Yes, we do. So if you buy our syrups online at ponopotions.com, we always include recipe cards with the flavors you purchased. And there are recipes on our website, as well as you can come in and hang out with us, and we can share recipes with you.
Love that.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
There you are.
Thank you.
Okay, drink number 3. How are you feeling, Melly?
Feeling great. No pain. No pain. Cheers.
Cheers.
I like that they did the sparkling wine instead of the soda water. It adds more of a bite.
Adds
too.
more flavor, adds a little bit of a nice bite acidity at the end.
But I didn't see you slapping this basil.
I thought you were going to bring that up, Melly. I do apologize. Because Melly is our resident mint spanker. So actually, how to get the most flavor and aroma out of your herbs, especially when you're making cocktails to garnish them, it's always good to give them a nice little love tap.
A little spank.
Little spank,
Yeah.
little spank.
To release the
And
oil.
then you can really smell it. So,
Yes. Thank you for clarifying.
I know
that.
like bartenders call it activating. So we're activating the mint when we spank it.
Love it. Well, thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Well, this is absolutely gorgeous. What do you think?
I think it's great.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, good.
I'm already on my 3rd sip.
I have to control myself from like downing this.
Yeah, even though I won't be there next time, I hope you guys have just as much fun without me.
I don't know if that's possible, but we'll try, Peter. We'll try.
Okay, that's good.
All right. Well, thank you, Bryson, for joining us today. Yeah. We're looking forward to having you be my co-host for the whole season. season.
Yeah,
Like
thank
I
you.
said, we're gonna have to get on calls, FaceTime, coordinate outfits. It's gonna be awesome.
Of course, we're going to be the best duo on Facebook Live.
Well, awesome. Well, I think we're now going to go to more Q&A with our audience. So if everyone, please make sure you're typing in questions. We're going to get to as many as we can. All right, the first one we have is Audrey from Kapolei. All right, I bought a bottle from Foodland in Kapolei. To be honest, I can never get the correct measurement right. How much potion is recommended for you for 1 mug of coffee? On the down low, how much do you actually prefer to add to your own drinks?
That's a good question. We always say here at Po'ai to start with a 1/2 ounce. So that's actually 1 tablespoon if you just have a regular kitchen utensil. So 1 tablespoon of syrup will give you like a nice medium sweet. Personally, I like it a little less sweet, so I only go about a 1/4 ounce or like a teaspoon. But you can definitely experiment, go up and down from there. But I say start with a teaspoon, and yeah, that's a good place.
Okay, that's a good, easy measurement. Everyone should have a teaspoon out there in their kitchen.
Yes.
Okay, all right, so we have another question from Calvin from Humboldt County. I make a mean coffee here in Northern California. Thinking of opening a shop, but super hesitant. Can you talk me through why becoming an entrepreneur isn't so scary?
Oh, wow, that's a good question. You know, I have to say when I first started my business, I wasn't very scared because at that point I really didn't see, you know, another path that would make me as fulfilled or happy. So I just went for it, dove right in. But as I started my business and opened Po'ai, I would say I got more scared because you don't realize just how much work, all the little things you have to do on the sides, from sourcing your products to the day-to-day to the paperwork and all of that. But I feel like if you have a passion and it's something you really want to do, you really just can't look back and go for it.
Yeah, and you have to have a little bit of that ability for like risk and that tolerance for risk taking, but really believing in what you do. I totally agree.
Yes.
And you're a great example of a
Ah,
strong
thank you.
entrepreneur.
It's
so.
the cocktails talking already.
Yes, it
huh?
is. Yeah, where's that cocktail? All right, so we have a question from Christine. Can you use Pono Potions in baking recipes?
Yes, you sure can. Some of our customers post about their baking with Pono Potions pretty often. I love using it in glazes or even just drizzled on top of your baked goods rather than like a simple syrup when you're making like banana bread or something. Also, I know people use it in batters. You can make like macadamia nut pancakes just by spooning in a little bit of our mac nut syrup, as well as using like the vanilla and honey ginger in other recipes as well.
All right, we got to get the big bottle then, right?
Got to get the big bottle, yes.
Okay, next question is from Rich. Where do you get the honey from for the honey lilikoi? Where do you get the honey from?
Yes, we get it right. We get it in Wailua on Oahu. I'm sure all of you have passed it, that wonderful little farm stand when you're driving back from the North Shore.
Okay. Let's see here. Our next question is from Margaret. Great job, Peter. Your welcoming personality and sense of local community is amazing. Thank you for sharing your passion. I guess that
Wow.
was more of a comment.
That's so nice. Thank you. I couldn't agree more.
Okay, can you use the coconut potion as a syrup for pancakes?
You can. A lot of people do that. My aunt and uncle just use Pono Potions as pancake syrup.
I love that. All right. Po'ai, okay, we got a question from Wendy from Irvine. Po'ai is a very cool cafe. It's a must visit when you're on Oahu. And it looks like she had the delicious Olena pineapple lemonade.
Awesome.
So you said you always have 2 lemonades on menu and then...
We usually just have a daily flavor to feature one of our syrups. So I guess when Wendy came in, it was Olena pineapple, and I'm so happy she enjoyed it. And I do have to give a shout out to Wendy Peterson because we've communicated before, and she's always been a great supporter of ours. So thank you for coming in, and I hope to meet you in person.
All right, that's awesome. Well, thank you. All right, so Brian from Hawaii Kai. When you're not busy working, what are your favorite things to do in Hawaii?
Ooh, things to do in Hawaii. Yes, well, when I'm not working, I love just relaxing and kind of unplugging. So I love going to the beach and swimming in the ocean. My partner, Michael, loves to go hiking, so we like to do that sometimes. But often he takes me on the scary hikes, and I'm not great at that.
What are the scary hikes?
Well, it was a long time ago, but we went to the Poly Notches. Yeah.
Were you scaling cliffs and?
He tried. He went up the mountain, and I just stayed and sat down on top of the first one. It's very scary.
We got to keep you safe, otherwise, you know.
Yeah.
We can't lose
happy
Peter.
hours.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad that you made it through, and now you know better. You got to ask certain questions before you go on the hikes with your partner.
Absolutely.
All right. Any favorite beaches or any other favorite restaurants?
Oh, so many. Yeah. I mean, I love going out to Waimanalo and the beach over there. Favorite restaurants? We have such a great restaurant culture here in Hawaii.
Yes.
And even in Chinatown, right around Po'ai, just in this little block. Our friends at FET just won a James Beard Award.
Yes, incredible. First Native Hawaiian and I think first female in the Pacific.
I believe so, yeah. She won
super
Best
incredible.
Chef Pacific region.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and FET is just across the street.
Yeah, same block, so one-stop shopping.
All right. Well, yeah, there's been such an incredible number of restaurants and bars that have popped up in the Chinatown area and continues to. So it's really like a destination and a hub now, which you're, of course, a part of.
Thank you. Yeah, we want to keep building Pono Potions and Po'ai here in Chinatown just to revitalize this community with so much history and culture.
All right. Well, we have another question coming in from Victoria. What is, in your opinion, the most surprising or interesting recipe or use of Pono Potions that you know?
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
I would say, shout out to my mom because she'll use Pono Potions in anything just because it's Pono Potions. So she puts Pono Potions in like all of her cooking now. So like she makes beef stew and she puts hibiscus syrup in it.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and it's all really good. It adds a little unique flavor and a little sweetness.
All right. Well, you heard it first here. You can put Pono Potions in everything.
Yes.
Okay, we've got a question, Craig, from Eva. Love seeing you on the Hawaiian Airlines Pride IG reel post with Mark Kanemura. Can you tell us about the filming of it?
Yes, that was an amazing experience with our great partners at Hawaiian Airlines. I was so excited to be asked to be part of this Pride TikTok, their first TikTok too as Hawaiian Airlines. But it was a long shoot, but it was unique because we were out on the tarmac. So we had to get special clearance and be escorted out there right in front of the plane. And we were just happy our little Pono Potions Ohana to be the red in the Pride rainbow.
All right, well, I love that. We're obviously wearing a lot of sunscreen. So it's pretty beating hot out there. All right, so we've got one more question. What's a flavor you've tested but just didn't work out?
Ooh, that's a really good question. We've had a lot of seasonal flavors. I think we're up to like 15 or 16 that we've tried in the past. One flavor I was working on that still may work out, but it's not quite there yet, is a pikake flavor. Ooh. So that's like local jasmine. I've been experimenting with that, but I haven't quite found the right balance yet.
Okay, well, we had some great questions come in. Thank you to everyone who submitted. Before we close today's Meet the Makers event, we're going to announce the lucky winner of our giveaway. Okay, so our lucky winner is Wendy P. from Irvine's. Congratulations, Wendy. We're so excited. And you've won the ultimate Pau Hana set, which is right here. And with the beautiful Lauhala tote, 3 Pono Potion syrup, we got a spoon, you got everything you need. Just need some ice.
Yeah.
And you need some alcohol.
Some vodka.
And then you're good
champagne.
to go. All right, well, we will contact you, Wendy, to redeem your prize. Congratulations. Mahalo, everyone, for tuning in today. It was such a treat transporting you all here to downtown Honolulu. And thank you, Peter, of course, for inviting us into Po'ai. It's just absolutely so gorgeous here. Next month, we're traveling to Waikiki, where we'll meet the boys behind Oahu's hottest places to grab a cool treat, banan. So stay tuned. To RSVP for this event, head to our Meet the Makers page or scan the QR code below. For cardholders, be sure to keep an eye out for exclusive perks starting in August. Also, if you didn't get to snag our Meet the Makers limited edition Pono Potion set, there's still time to get yours. Scan the QR code here now. Mahalo again for joining, everyone. Thank you again, Peter.
Thank you.
And we will look forward to seeing you next time. Aloha.
Aloha.